A few weeks before Thanksgiving, the NFL informed Chiefs fans of some good holiday news. To close out the long 4-day weekend, the AFC West showdown against the Broncos would take place on Sunday Night Football, with both teams putting their 7-3 records on the line. Entering the game, the Chiefs had a number of key injuries. Dee Ford, Jay Howard, Steve Nelson, and Jeremy Maclin all would not play, while the Broncos, in front of their home crowd, were fortunate to have an empty injury report. Victory at Mile High never comes easily, but nobody could have predicted the instant classic that was in store this Sunday night.
It's Sunday Night Football. It's the Chiefs and the Broncos in a division football game.
Time to shine tonight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Play our best game of the year right tonight. Win on 3. 1, 2, 3.
When we last saw the Chiefs on the Sunday night, they were getting blown out in Pittsburgh. 1-5 in a row, but then a rare home loss stunted that momentum a bit.
If you ever wanted something bad in life, you got to come out and take it.
Some of the best defensive players in the game right now, Von Miller, Aqib Talib, and Marcus Peters, Eric Berry. So it's hard to imagine how this is not going to be a defensive slugfest.
The Week 12 contest played out precisely as it was built, with both teams trading back and forth blows throughout the first quarter.
This Denver defense too good right now.
As advertised so far, here we go with some defense.
The defending Super Bowl champions held Kansas City to just 4 first downs and 49 total yards in the first half. On the other side of the ball, the Chiefs' defense, despite being riddled with injuries, was getting back a key starter. After beginning the season on the physically unable to perform list, outside linebacker Justin Houston was back in the starting lineup, just 10 months removed from knee surgery that sidelined him for the first 10 weeks of the season. And after playing 71% of the snaps in the Week 11 loss to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, this primetime division matchup would be a true test to see if the 4-time Pro Bowler could return to his once dominant form.
Simeon out of the shotgun. Houston coming after him, and Simeon goes down. Welcome back, Justin Houston, playing with energy, blowing past the right tackle.
And this is going to be a long night for the Denver Broncos if they don't get better play out of the right tackle position. So for Justin Houston, he could end up having a big night tonight, and he has already started that way.
Broncos 1 of 4 on 3rd down. They have 3rd and 16 here. There comes the rush again. Houston chasing Simeon and takes him down from behind. Justin Houston is back, ladies and gentlemen, and the right tackle had no shot.
Sam Brillo is about to go to the bench because he just simply can't handle Justin Houston. It's just a matter of time until Donald Stevenson gets another shot.
The defensive struggle continued, and as the game approached the midway point of the second quarter, neither team had surrendered a point. If the Chiefs hoped to get points on the board in the first half, they would need to find an alternative route to the end zone.
Dustin Colquitt to kick it.
High deep punt. Norwood angling to the right. Now fumbles the ball inside the 5. Norwood picks it up, and the Chiefs will bury him at the 4-yard line.
It's entirely possible that's how this game's going to be won or lost. Some kind of play like that.
54-yard punt, and the Broncos have 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
Well, you saw the problem Sam Brillo had to tackle. Donald Stevenson, the former Chief, is in at right tackle.
Back to throw Simeon from his own end zone. The pass is going to be incomplete. In between 2 would-be receivers, the Chiefs had 3 defenders.
Well, that's the best block we've seen all night. Donald Stevenson right there taking a shot at Justin Houston. At least he got in his way. That's pretty rock solid. And you've got to think that Stevenson, who lost his job, who was a former Kansas City Chief, he's going to be loaded for bear coming out here tonight.
And here's Justin over here now on the defensive right side next to Tom Bahali.
From his own end zone, Simeon's head for a safety. Now the ball's loose. It's recovered by Denver, but it's a 2-point safety. Justin Houston comes through with his 3rd sack of this game.
Give Bob Sutton credit, because right there he lined Justin Houston up on the opposite side and inside on the guard, and he came right up that B gap.
You're going to see him go into the tackle, Russell Okung right here, to set up this stunt. But as he does, he gets to the inside edge, which allows him a straight path to the quarterback. That's called a pick top. Once you get to that inside edge and get that shoulder, there's nothing that tackle can do.
I know the way they block. Me and Tom was on one side. It was something we studied on all week. And they blocked the same way we were playing, and it worked the way we were playing. So I think it was a great job by the coaches scheming up.
So after the safety, Broncos with the free kick, and Riley Dixon, the punter, will do it, and Tyreek Hill will get room to run.
And at the 15 after the free kick, going right, it's Tyreek Hill. He's got 2 blocks. He's at the 40. He's at the 45, 50, 40-yard line up the free kick. 30, 20, 15, 10, 5, and high fives to Anthony Thomas as he goes into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas City.
And you just have to wonder why anybody kicks the football to this guy, because once he gets in the open field, it is just over. You just can't practice for 4.25 speed.
We've been watching film on them, like those guys do a real good job on like staying in their lane. So I was just looking at 36 on their team because 36 is a playmaker. So the return was away from him. I set it up towards him and then break right. And I had Sherman and D. Harris. Ain't nobody getting around them. So
he had time at the 5 to high five Anthony Thomas as he was going in.
When I seen that, I definitely felt even better. I wanted to race him right there, but you know what I'm saying? We just gave a little high five.
And in a dozen seconds, it goes from scoreless to 9-0 Kansas City.
So the Chiefs do have a 9-3 lead at the half, but real ugly for the offenses on both sides this game.
Yeah, it wasn't a pretty first half for either side, and it really wasn't indicative of what this game would ultimately become. The Chiefs offense had 49 yards of total offense, and Alex Smith was 5 of 12 for just 26 yards, and they had the lead because the defense stepped up, and defense in particular was Justin Houston had 3 sacks, actually had the starting right tackle for the Denver Broncos benched in this game, but going into this game, we knew that the Chiefs had a challenge ahead of them. Say what you want about Denver, they still had one of the best defenses in the NFL. They knew it was going to be a challenge. That proved to be the case early in this game, but in the second half, they would have to step up and make plays, and we ultimately saw them do that.
That's right. We'll see the second half of this game after the break.
Coming up on Chiefs Replay.
They're going to give it to Tyreek Hill on a sweep right at the 5. Gets a block to the right. Far front pylon. Touchdown, Kansas City. 9-3. Now Denver has its first possession of the third quarter from its own 37.
Denver's offense exploded out of the gates to start the second half, getting chunk plays to set them up inside the Kansas City 10-yard line. After converting a crucial 4th and 1 on a quarterback sneak, Trevor Siemian added the final and most impressive play of the drive.
Siemian to throw. Under pressure, Justin Houston is chasing. Siemian pivots away, now moving back to his right. He's pump faking. He's throwing late, and the pass is going to be caught. Touchdown, Denver Broncos.
How do you like me now, says Trevor Siemian. Justin Houston had a beat on him. He doubles back across the way, and then it's Jordan Taylor. Look at that move in the back of the end zone. He faked like he was going to the back edge, and then came back both feet down, clean catch, and Trevor Siemian with a trademark play for his early career.
Siemian's wild scramble bought him an abundance of extra time to make the throw to Jordan Taylor. The ball left his hand 9.53 seconds after the snap, 6.9 seconds more than the average release time of an NFL quarterback. The fact that he did it with Justin Houston breathing down his neck made it a truly impressive feat. As the Chiefs' offense took over on the following drive, it looked as if momentum was finally shifting in their favor. But the always formidable Denver defense halted that momentum, forcing Kansas City to settle for a field goal that would put them up by 1 late in the third quarter.
This will be a 35-yard attempt from the near hash. Snap down. Santos' kick. High fluttering kick that is up, and the Chiefs have regained the lead.
So the field goal was kicked, and then a flag was thrown. Illegal formation on the Broncos, because in 2013 they put in a rule. You can only have 6 guys on one side of the formation. Denver has 7.
Big Red took the points off the board. He wants more. Wildcat formation for Kansas City. Kelsey in the backfield along with Tyreek Hill. They're going to give it to Tyreek Hill on a sweep right at the 5. Gets a block to the right. Far front pylon. Touchdown, Kansas City. I see you, boy.
This play is going to leave Von Miller unblocked. They're going to read him. They thought Von Miller was going to come down, and it was Tyreek Hill able to get on the edge. Great blocks on the outside there by Wilson and by Travis Kelsey.
And the penalty ends up allowing the Chiefs to score a TD.
Coming up on Chiefs Replay.
Alex Smith fires it late, and the pass is caught. It is a touchdown. No, they're going to say just shy.
We will review the previous play.
Two almost identical teams battling here in just a key division struggle. 16-10 Kansas City.
Against a divisional opponent on the road, in prime time, the underdog Chiefs had done well to control the game, building a touchdown lead with just over half a quarter to play. But in an instant, the lead they'd worked so hard to acquire vanished.
Simeon sidestepping into the pocket. Now he floats a pass over the middle. He's got Sanders again over the shoulder. Touchdown, Denver.
After the ensuing drive fizzled, the Chiefs might have been encouraged to see the Broncos backed up inside their own 5 after the punt, but not for long.
Simeon up top, it's caught. They lost Benny Fowler. Foot race, Fowler, gone. Touchdown, Broncos.
A disastrous 6 minutes was offset by a small and largely unnoticed break for the Chiefs when Fowler crossed the goal line. With no timeouts, the Chiefs would have been helpless to stop the clock had the Broncos receiver simply fallen down inside the Chiefs' 5-yard line. The Broncos could have kneeled 3 times and kicked a field goal and given the Chiefs the ball with less than a minute to go. Instead, the touchdown gave Kansas City ample time to manufacture a scoring drive. But it would not be a cakewalk into the end zone. In the same situation, down 8 points with 3 minutes remaining in the game, NFL teams were a combined 1-96. The Chiefs had been here before, scoring 28 unanswered points in the second half against the San Diego Chargers, a game where they had less than a 1% chance of winning. They had the blueprint for success. Now, they needed to execute.
You're trying to get a completion, get the ball rolling, get that first down. There was time left. Certainly the sack to start it off didn't help. Exactly what you don't want to do.
Smith in trouble, trying to pump fake and can't get free.
But we're able to overcome it. The big 3rd down conversion there.
Smith throws, Kelsey hangs on. Where will the forward progress be? Will it be enough? Because it was a touchback, touching the line is a first down. No need to measure. And we're going to get to the 2-minute warning. Do they get a play in before that? They do, just before. And it's Smith picking up about 13 yards with Conley. So Kansas City get that first down in a 2-minute drive. It always builds momentum.
Quarterback Alex Smith carved up one of the league's top defenses with passes of 8, 9, and 6. Smith successfully brought the Chiefs within scoring position. But after 3 straight incompletions, the Chiefs were forced to go for it on a long 4th and 10 at the Denver 14-yard line.
The Chiefs are down to this. Smith, blitz, reads it. Left side throw, caught, and out of bounds for a first down at the Bronco 3.
Oh my goodness, what a ball game this is.
Fitting, it will come down to this. 1st and goal from the 3, no timeouts for Kansas City.
Alex Smith fires it late, and the pass is caught. It is a touchdown. No, they're going to say just shy.
The officials stop it with 1 second. They're going to look at it upstairs.
We will review the previous play.
Oh my goodness.
Determining a catch in the NFL can be a strenuous ordeal. Just ask Cowboys wide receiver Des Bryant.
Right, that's not a catch. I'm trying to reach over the goal line.
Or former Lions receiver Calvin Johnson.
Field is that the runner did not complete the catch during the process of the catch.
Tyreek Hill was now in a similar situation. Though it appeared Hill caught the ball with his knee down at the 1-yard line, he had yet to maintain complete possession. As he rolled backwards into the end zone, he pinned the ball against his body, establishing possession with the football across the plane of the goal line.
After reviewing the play, when the receiver had complete control of the ball, he was in the end zone.
It's a touchdown! Kansas City! And now the Chiefs must go for 2 to tie. Alex Smith raises the right leg, sprint out action to the right, fires it near side, it's caught! Demetrius Harris spikes the ball in the end zone! The Chiefs tie it at 24-24 with 12 seconds to go in regulation.
And there you go. Can you believe this game is tied? This is sick.
Well, Denver's not even going to think about using those timeouts and taking a shot. It's going to take this to overtime. overtime here in Denver, all even at 24. The Broncos will get it first.
The overtime period mirrored the first half, with stellar defensive play forcing both offenses to settle for field goals.
And the game goes on.
Overtime had now turned into sudden death, with the next score deciding the game. After the Chiefs' defense had forced Denver to a 3-and-out on the following possession, Broncos coach Gary Kubiak was forced to make a game-changing decision during a crucial part of the game.
Do you try a 62-yard field goal? Because like you said, it gives Kansas City great field position.
I don't know if you can take that kind of chance, can you?
The fact we had no timeouts probably made me want to go in that direction. You know, if you did have your timeouts, maybe you think about punting it down there and see if you can get the ball back. I don't know. So, but we're going to try to win, and I've seen B-Mac do that many times in practice.
Well, here comes McManus trotting out.
Man.
Well, no, I know that kicker. He played with my son at Temple there, and then he's got plenty of leg to make that.
Placement is down. McManus loads up and kicks this kick, and this thing is way no good.
And now Kansas City will get the ball at the 48-yard line of the Broncos, and they're only a first down or so away from winning this game with no timeouts and 1:03 left.
Left side throw, caught. Tyreek Hill at the 35.
Pressure off the edge, throw to Kelsey underneath. He's got it at the 25. First down to the 20 to the 16-yard line.
The Chiefs have one timeout left, and they're going to say that's enough of scrimmage downs. They want to win it with this field goal.
Timeout.
And Cairo Santos is getting ready to try to kick the biggest field goal of his Kansas City Chiefs career. Lines it up, puts his right foot into the ground. Winchester turns his left shoulder to wait for the ready signal.
Off the upright and in! Unbelievable game winner!
That kick hit the left upright and then just caromed off the inside right upright.
That was a big one. He kept us all in suspense with a chip shot, so bank shot, or whatever you want to call it.
I couldn't see the referee because I'm kind of short, and the line was covering it. So, but people started grabbing me and said, "You made it." So it's kind of like being in a movie. Like it's a little bit of a blur, you know. Just it feels like a happy ending in the movie.
Hey. How about those Chiefs?
So I don't know about you, BJ, but I'm never going to forget the doink seen around the world.
I'm never going to forget half the team thinking you made it and half the team thinking you missed it. That was a crazy ending. But Pete, what I'm going to take from this game was the fact that in 3 different instances, when they needed a scoring drive offensively, Alex Smith led this team to a scoring drive. At the end of regulation, he took them 75 yards down the field for that game-tying touchdown and then got the 2-point conversion. And to take it a step further on that particular drive, we saw on the 4th and 10 play, he went to Tyreek Hill, and then he went on the touchdown play on the little slant that had to be reviewed. He also went to Tyreek Hill. So those were the biggest situations in a crucial game, which ultimately helped him win the AFC West, that he went to a rookie. That was Tyreek Hill stepping up and Alex Smith showing some trust in a guy that hadn't yet been given that opportunity. So 3 drives, the one at the end of regulation, and then one to tie the game in overtime, and ultimately the game winner. That was Alex Smith putting this team in a position against that defense on the road, which ultimately won the division. Those things shouldn't be forgotten.
A dramatic overtime division win on Sunday Night Football as seen on Chiefs Replay.